Howdy. So it's been a pretty busy week out here as far as projects are concerned. Hopefully you can see some of those and as much video as we could capture. Very busy. My dad was out here helping. We had the electricians out here. So this week we got the power service out to the garage. Our little trench can be buried now. It just needs a little bit more fill dirt before we put all the rocky stuff back on top. And we had the electricians out redoing the cabin wiring, so we put a new panel in, redid some of the services. Just doing exposed wires right now. Down the road we'll kind of change some things up probably with it, but we just wanted to get stuff safe so we don't burn anything down and have some power service in there. Last night I put a fan in up there, replaced that old fan, so that's really nice. We got some outlets in there. We got an exterior light on the front of the cabin by the door. This week too, me and my dad, or I guess last week, whatever, this work week I should say, got all this done, which you'll see in the videos. All the box framing. What I'm doing tonight is just up here putting in the joist nails that hold the board in on those joist hangers. So it's like 4 on each side of the board. So I'm just knocking those out with my little tool. That tool saved us so much time. Excellent little tool for 40 bucks. That little air hammer was great. So like I said, electrical. We got an outlet even in the garage right under the panel. So we can run this cord that's running up here is coming right from downstairs. We finished the Tyvecking on the inside here. A couple other little things. We pulled some of the chimney out of the cabin because that's going away. Got that, like I said, I got that fan, got the French doors put in the cabin. Last week we also, at the beginning of this week I should say, we had our community group from church come out, and we just had kind of a fellowship meal and a work day. And so we tore down the deck off the back of the cabin so that the electricians could do their thing and just have that out of the way. And then the back deck of the apartment of the garage, got a lot of it tore off. It's not totally gone yet, but a substantial amount of it is. So those are some huge things that we got done and got rolling, so awesome. A lot of things checked off. Kind of the next stage of things now is basically I'm going to finish up these nails in here tonight, do some cleanup and stuff just around, and then the rest of this days off that I have, I'm going to do some blocking, wood blocking downstairs in the walls. Since they're tall walls, we'll do wood blocking in between the studs. And then the next kind of big project is to finish the framing up here. So these end walls, this window here, hopefully you can see. This window is going away. It's going to be replaced by this window. It's actually going to be kind of like over here and up. And we're going to actually have a shower framed in right here. This window kind of off to the side. But I need to frame this end wall. So that's going to be interesting. And then do the same thing on the other side. And then there's going to be a partition wall, a couple partition walls in here running right this way and this way for the bathroom and the closet kind of thing there. So those partition walls and the end walls. But before I can do that, I need to get the steel plate that I have, stay tuned, to strengthen the beams downstairs. So before I can frame up here, I want to get that done. Get those. I have to pull a few joists, shorten them, mount some steel plate. So stay tuned on that and check out what we're doing there. But anyway, just wanted to check in and kind of let you know what we all got accomplished this week. Huge, just massive amount of projects done this week, which is great. Still have quite a few things on the list to do before we can get spray foam and maybe siding. I got to pick up another window that's just coming in from a neighbor who's giving it to us. for this end wall, relocate the door on that wall. So there's a bunch of framing and some relocation stuff, but making a lot of progress. It's been really good. So just looking forward to this next push. Once we have Plumber, a lot of these walls and stuff framed, and that partition, the end walls, my steel plate beams stuff that I'm doing, that's all done. Then it's just a matter of plumbing, electrical, hook up the water, and finish roughing stuff in, and then on to spray foam and a couple other things, but and then just smaller little side projects from there on. So progress is moving along. It's been good, so stay tuned. Lots of stuff to come. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Hello, hello. So it is the next day after we got those decks tore down, woohoo. And I just wanted to give you an update of what's been going on over the last few days in this upstairs apartment area. You'll notice that there's white sheeting on the ceiling. Jordan and I have been working on this last week, and then his dad came this last weekend, and they just finished it up this morning. So Jordan, do you want to explain why do we have white sheeting? Tyvek wrap is what it is.
So you saw from previous videos, it was just metal. They didn't sheet the roof. We're getting this spray foamed, so in the future, when hopefully next year, we'll be able to get the roof replaced. It's a decent enough roof, but we'll probably get it replaced in the next few years. And we don't want the spray foam to rip off and
when we remove the roof.
When the roof is replaced. So this will give us a barrier, and it'll give us an additional moisture and vapor barrier between the residence area and the outside. So just adding to it. So it was kind of, you could do maybe plastic sheeting or whatever. We just did the Tyvek because it's light and strong. So
those nails were boogers.
Nails suck. Those are cheap nails.
I'll cut in some videos here of some of our work of that.
Seeing if it'll kind of help to get my ladder underneath.
So this morning, well, it's almost afternoon. Jordan and his dad are getting started framing in here. They are going to be starting with the box frames. So they're going to be taking, these pieces of wood. They're going to go up. Let's see if I can do this while I'm holding this. We'll see here. Okay, that's too long. But basically, they're taking those pieces, cutting them, and then they will there's these boards here, and they're going to put joist hangers here, and they'll be run along. So we will have a framing structure to run electric through, plumbing, etc., and also to hang drywall on.
Figuring out exactly what I need for length. Try to build a little template, and then we'll just knock them out quick, hopefully. So
And then
to get the box frame done today, and maybe some of the deconstruction, like this window. These windows are coming out. That window's coming out. This door has to move over. So it'd be nice if we could get some of that stuff done today. And I have tomorrow off, so I'll be seeing if we can get quite a bit of framing done today and tomorrow, and yeah.
Because the other thing we'll be doing is reframing this front wall and then the back wall, and then there's going to be a wall in here to separate the bathroom and closet area from the rest of the living space. So there will be an interior wall that needs to be framed, and then it will be like the interior wall will be that way, and there will be one split to split the bathroom, which will be over here, and the closet, which will be over there in those two corners. So a little bit of interior wall framing as well. But like I was saying, and like Jordan was saying, priority today is to get the box framing for the ceiling done. Also, more exciting news, you know, making moves, making progress. Our electrician is coming this week, woohoo. He is going to be making kind of two main trips up here. The first one is this week, where he will be completely rewiring the cabin, and then he will be running the main line in that trench up to the cabin. And then once all of the rest of this is framed in, he'll come back to do the rough-in of everything else. But we are excited that the main line will be laid in that trench so we can bury it, and then we won't have sketchy electricity in the cabin anymore either. So I want to say hello here to Jordan's dad.
Hello. Yeah.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
Yeah.
And since I'm working today, they will keep you posted on their progress.
Well, this morning we got electricians here laying the power line from the box to the garage, put in a panel. I'll show you the vertical viewpoint. Got the panel down there and the service coming in. Had to dig a little bit of a trench. Got that. So they took off for lunch. Dad and I are still working on stuff. We're started this morning, actually. Started this morning putting in more of these box frames, so that's what I'm doing right now. Just got marks on the side. So I'm just lining them up and checking for square, and then putting a joist hanger up. Twist it this way. That's pretty good. Okay, twist it. When you push that up. Would you want me to push that up?
Ready. Stuck my glove. The hazards of
Good evening. We, as you can hopefully see, Dad and I got the box framing of the upstairs done, minus the last board. So we got one more left.
All right.
And when speed picked up today, probably would have been done earlier if we had some sidetrack stuff with electrical with our contractor out here today, but had last minute modifications. So, but it's still got this thing knocked out. I can tell the building's already more solid just by doing this extra framing. So should be good to go for spray foam, at least upstairs, up in the rafters. Still have other framing to do up here, obviously, but this is a big piece of it. So, yeah, well, I'm sure you'll see some video of stuff throughout the day with us doing this. So I'm gonna get up there and measure the last piece. And we'll see.
Is it going to fit, or do you have to cut it?
Probably have to cut it because it's on these metal panels.
Oh yeah.
These ones are always a little bit. Yeah. I'm gonna have to cut it.
See? I would have had an injured finger. Shucks, Alan. You did that wrong. See how I did that? Boy, if I didn't have a glove, I would have been injured. Yeah, come on this way. This way. I'd offer you my earplugs, but they're kind of been used. Okay, so plug the tail up without going towards your hand. So kind of, there you go, perfect. Just like it guns and stuff. So I'll hold it, and you do the top screw there.
Right there?
That
one?
You see that top little hole? This one right
There?
there.
Okay.
Ready?
Yep.
I'm gonna put it in tight. Nicely done. Go ahead and just pop it all the way in. Push. Nice. You try, we actually do this sometimes too. Just do it on top of that thing. That's a little tab. Just take your gun right now and just do it.
Oh, on this?
Yeah, kind of do it like this.
Oh, on the tab.
Yeah, just try it. It works. Actually, we both did it before. Yeah. That's like a little setting tab. See?
Oh.
Very nice. Now, yeah, you got to go up into the angle because otherwise it'll kick back at you. I'd do it with 2 hands if I were you. There you go. Nice.
Woo!
Yay,
Megan comes in at the very end and knocks out the last one.
That's what the supervisor always does. Just so she can get credit for that last
Check it
nail.
out.
So I can say, I helped.
It looks really nice. Good job, you guys.
All done. So you may notice there's no door here. I was working today, but my dad's still up here, and he got the door ripped out. So we're gonna try to get the new French doors that are going in here in the cabin lined in and sort of tacked in, leveled, and that kind of thing. So yeah, pretty cool. Big opening. Ripped out a bunch of spray foam. Door came up pretty easily. So in addition to that, he also got the new power line, kind of some earth and dirt around it so that it had some good kind of clean dirt around it, and he also got the downstairs toilet hole kind of dug out. So huge help. Thank you. And yeah, here we are now. So let's get some cleanup, and then we will see about getting this door in.
Hey there, so we're getting the French doors put in the cabin, and guess what problems we're running into? Again, uneven or not plumb framing or structures. So we're definitely getting put through the ringer on some of these things. I guess that goes with kind of building with something, or like adding to something that already existed.
Didn't have that unless
So last night we were also working on this, and then we were working in the dark. I should say Jordan and Alan were working in the dark. I was supervising. And then in the light of day we realized that, oh yeah, those didn't,
The bottom won't go in.
they're not quite closing the way they should, and there's a little bit of air we could see. So going back to it, something that is interesting that happened last night when it was dark, when we were all working on this, was we had a rattlesnake. I'll kind of show you where it was. So it was crazy because it was like in the dark, and we heard this rattle, and we're like, that is definitely a rattlesnake. We kind of were like throwing rocks in the general area to try to like figure out where it was, and it was down in these rocks.
The whole door?
So today I went and bought some rat shot, or just some of those like little, I don't know, they're not pellets, they're actually like
Are you
shelled ammo that's just particular for rodents and pests and snakes. So I got some of that today because we do not want those hanging around here. But it did confirm that we do have rattlesnakes up here. So I mentioned in some other videos that there were some rattlesnakes spotted like lower than us off of the road that leads up to our place, but we weren't quite sure if they were at our place because we're quite a few hundred feet above that. But they are here, so that confirmed that. So hopefully I'll keep you updated on the progress of this. Hopefully we get it done tonight.
Hello, beginning of August 2021. Working on today, hopefully getting this road opened. I just have a little bit of fill dirt. Hopefully I can scrounge up to put over the electrical line and then fill that in, so at least we can drive over that piece. But we'll just fill you in on a little bit of what we have been doing as far as electrical is concerned. So I just need to cut that wire and pull it out, but this is the outside here. Got an outlet over there in the corner. All of the stuff that was leading to these buildings under the deck, all the oddball stuff. Yeah. Oh, this is also the wire ripped out of the garage, but a bunch of this is from down here as well. So that's great. Got a light put in out here. Got a outlet there, outside outlet. Inside here, pardon the mess, we got a new panel put in because the other panel is, come on bugger, it's hard to do with one hand, I guess. There it goes. New panel put in, plenty of space to put stuff. So got that. Got outlets running over here for Megan's office. We've got outlets over there. You can't see everything, obviously this cabin's full of stuff right now. We got some switches here, and the wiring up under the loft here is for these kind of LED can type lights that we are going to put. This is actually going to be drywalled at some point underneath, and we'll have these lights running right under here, controlled right there. This is, hello, fan and light controls. I'll show you that. We got a dimming switch and a fan control. So I put in this fan. Electrician, you can see the wire running up there. So we got a new fan, lights, all controlled on that switch. You can see the French doors. So that's another piece think we had that in another video, but
You showed them our panel?
yep, checked out the panel. And upstairs here, hard to see, but there is an outlet kind of back over here. We got a bed up here. These are our gonna be our railings. Thank you, Steph. Shout out to Steph for hooking us up with these railings. So these are gonna go in. Actually work out real nice. We have enough to run all the way across. That big piece, we'll have a second, the small piece there, and then we have a third small piece which will run right here. So worked out really good. So there's one set of outlets up there, and that's kind of the cabin electrical for now.
Did you tell them what was in our old fuse box?
Oh, the old box had a mouse, dead mouse in it. Originally we were going to try to salvage it and use it. Didn't work out that way, so put in a new panel, got rid of all the fire hazard stuff, wires pulled, they were running everywhere. So now everything that's not yellow is dead. So all these wires, stuff running here and there is all gone. I ordered a window. This sort of patched together one custom window is going away. I've got a window, just a standard sliding window, just like the other side, that's going to go in here. Still need to pull. This is actually the phone, so we're not going to do anything with that, but these are the old pump controls, so those can come off. This obviously can come off. So show you the trench. So new service is that one on the right. The one on the left is the cabin service. And I started putting a little bit of dirt, and Dad put some dirt in, but we need to put a few more inches of dirt in here that's not too rocky, to cover up the line. You can see just a piece of it right there. We need some fill dirt. We don't have a whole lot of clean dirt. Ground. So this all needs some fill. And then here we are, the service. Let's sneak in if I can fit through the wall, which I might not be able to. Barely. Those are the wires for the cistern and the well pump. Put those, drill the hole, pull those up so the pump controls and stuff will go there. Pressure tank kind of somewhere over here. And then here's our panel. So far it's just got the one quad outlet there. So new panel. And that's kind of the extent. So we just have electricity here, running some extension cords for stuff upstairs. So that's kind of been what's been going on for the electrical. Obviously, well, there's going to be a rough end and here, and then this month for all the other outlets and lights and garage door opener and stuff like that that'll be going in. So stay tuned for that. But we're actually waiting on the plumber. While my dad was here, he got this little side piece dug out for the toilet. The toilet down here is going to run it into this, into the sewer line. So yeah, a lot of good progress in that regard. Yeah, we're going to have a bunch of outlets around. We're going to have a camper plug-in on the outside over here. As I said before, the well controls and the water controls are going to be there. Hot water heater is going to be in here. This is going to be our little utility room that's eventually going to be partitioned off. I think we had explained that before. So that's where we're at. Basically, waiting on plumbing, which is going to go, most of it, right up there, because the bathroom is going to be right above us. So we'll have a toilet down here, a sink, and laundry down here. Eventually, like we had explained before, just to this side of this window. We're going to run a partition wall out, and then from that way. So it'll be this little corner is going to become a utility room / it's going to have laundry and a toilet. So that's kind of where things are. Just again waiting on the plumbing situation. As soon as we have plumbing done, roughed in, then electricians will come back, and then the well guys will come back, and we'll have stuff kind of buttoned up in that regard. And yeah, moving along. I got a lot of stuff to do yet. Big project before plumbing, he's coming in about 2 weeks, is to get the upstairs back wall framed, because again we're going to have water lines running up obviously here, and sewer coming down and all that kind of stuff. So I'm kind of standing right below where the vanity is going to be, and the toilet kind of on this side, and then the shower kind of on that side. So we need all that ready to go, and then we're going to have the only other water type plumbing that's going to go in is a kitchen sink towards the front of the building. So that's where all that is. So stay tuned as that progress continues. Don't forget to like and subscribe.